Hello again, I'm Coyote Jack, and I know probably you are already tired of hearing the same fucking leftist discourse from these Western developers. Yeah, this is peak Redditor nonsense, retardedness, brain rot, and all that expect is worse because all of these fuckers produce is just shit. Yeah, like, well, let's look through a couple of posts related to this because I know this is just another dumbass bitch farming interactions on social media. He realizes he's a real monster over the movie of I'm a Legend from Will Smith. That this guy lost his dog to these fuckers, and now this bitch is calling him a monster. Kinda ironic when you see fucking vampires. Well, anyway, this is not the first time we have seen this, and this post we are the real monsters, actually. Yes, this is piece of stupidity. This is a mindset that also has been plaguing a lot of entertainment, movies, cartoons. No, nowadays cartoons are just fucking dying because not many people are willing to invest on it, time, effort, or even investors themselves. Because we know what the only thing they produce, and live actions for the what is remaining of Hollywood that is already dying is just live actions filled with Reddit or memes. Let's see some fragments when it comes to gaming having that Reddit or meme engraved in their head. So you see this. Mahus Arms, anime-inspired character action game has been delayed to full release on July 27 of current year. The design the game is 99% complete and they are using Texas time to polish it into masterpiece. Let's hope so. So look at. And I also saw Pansu. It's nice. So you see that this game tries to be a lot of things. Well, at least I hope they are consistent in what they're showing. And meanwhile, you see this. Black Sage Deep actually doing the fair comparison. Spend $70 of a game where the main character gets cocked by his own wife and mediocre gameplay. Or spend literally $30 on action game with cute anime girls with sex scenes aplenty. Oh yeah, I remember. This one is also an 18 plus rated game. I forgot. I heard this one, but I forgot the name. Honestly, like no, there was like a slash games that it was going to have the interesting spicy scenes. So, so where you can also engage in Devil May Cry level gameplay. Yes, like nowadays you see it is like they need to step up the game, the indie scene, and for $30, because yes, this shit is from Sony. So they're trying to make another game with a gameplay style of Returnal, and yes, they what Black Sage did is not a joke. So you turn yourself into villain and you get cocked by a black lesbian. That's the Redditor writing in a nutshell. They have a strong fetish for cockholding and homosexuality. But meanwhile, you see this macho arms. Again, like there is a difference when who is actually doing this. Like again, we have seen these comparisons many times. Manga Lawyer posted this. Random NPC in Asian games like NTE versus the quintuple Western industry. The quintuple A. Yeah, they can go fuck themselves. And just like even in comics, Western game devs are terrified to go about 32C Cup. Yes, they are afraid. It's the same reason they keep casting Zendaya in everything. Western liberal folks don't like it when the girl on screen is hotter than them, and this should have been Tomb Raider, at least when they did the debuts. And then you see, well, let's look at it because I already clicked on it. So yeah, someone attempted to do a live service because that's also the thing that has been playing gaming quite a while. And look at this, Last Flag flopped hard on Steam. The game was made by Night Street Games, funded by Imagine Dragons singer Dan Reynolds, and launched on April 14. It peaked at 558 concurrent players the day after release but has since crashed. It's not averages under 100 daily Steam players, with recent 24 hours peaks dropping to around 75. The market is oversaturated with these games because that's also a truth statement here. You see this looks decent, to be honest. Well, when it comes to Western standards, at least this character looks nice. I don't know if he's in a lot of true shit because honestly, this one no, don't care anymore. I know the moment I heard live service, yeah, that's where it fell. Just like it has been pointed out here by Black HD2, the live service genre is an oversaturated market. And yes, even among what we have seen with gacha games, they are in a strong competitive market and they are just leagues ahead. At that point, people would just rather jump on a live service that is free to play and actually is friendly to them than just starting a new one because that's how it works. That's how it fucking works. They just not going to stick too long. That's how this has been. It's in a competitive market. If you are just going to be another hero shooter, yeah, it's either only the existing ones that are going to keep having an audience, while the newer ones, yeah, they're gonna flop hard and then they're going to shut down. Yeah, like there, even like there is this fucking plague, and yes, it's a plague of a lot of these multiplayer sweaty games. Not many people are like that, and yes, I used to play sweaty games like Call of Duty and Battlefield, but to be honest, even I'm not that interested anymore. Or even I'm just playing like the OG games, and even with the offline mode single player that I already have. And that's how I enjoy myself. And I'm not saying that multiplayer is dying, it's just that people just are tired. Man, yeah, another multiplayer, another multiplayer. No, what about a single player experience for once? But most of the West is all of these quote unquote professional studios. The only ideas that they have to even have a certain degree of investment is live service slot. This is how those studios are going to die. All of these developers, they are not going to have any place on all of this. Even if there's going to be an alternative for this industry, no, because the moment they see multiplayer, another microtransaction multiplayer, it's free to play or you are charging me money, and etc etc. At that point, now people will try something else. And but well, continuing on the topic of plagues, let's look at this one from Kabururus here. Lake Alexander, because we were talking about this one when with this another DBI game that nobody gave a single fact to cover, only after people just point out that released and flopped so hard. And why it flopped? You can see it right on the screen. So yes, gamers don't have to be your audience gamer over. That's relevant because here is Lake Alexander, who leads the writing on Apollyon, is also a urinalist behind the 2014 Gamasutra piece titled Gamers Don't Have to Be Your Audience. Gamers are over. And no wonder why they are just people just say fuck this shit. You, they're still asking the questions, hey, why nobody's showing up? You have to be absolutely retarded, brain dead, schizophrenic, even, to not realize this. Or lobotomized. These fuckers, they drank their own Kool-Aid. They believe their own lies. They are overwhelmed with their own narcissisms that they don't realize the truth. Yes, people catching on with what is with the Western industry. Well, since gamers are not your audience, why you are bitching that? You are going out of business, motherfucker. But also, like, sadly, what we have seen from the West, also, Japan is just also doing their own stupidity there. So also we have covered how even Codebane. Ah man, yeah. Banco is just a fucking Los Caos. At this point, the only thing that they have to rely on is on exploring their IPs with toy. That's it. Because when it was their actual independent content, we have seen it all with Coldbane 2 that they would gladly push body type ABs, tonification of characters, and censorship, and all of this. People are sick and tired. Why would they want an inferior version of the previous game? And even this has been proven here by Ayakamoto in this post. Convey 2 is censored on release build, pre-release on censored left versus final censored version right. So the pre-release uncensored unlikely be exist on PS5's unpatched version since Stellar Blaze. So look at this. Pre-release uncensored and post-launch censored. Oh well, really released this case. So hey, how is working on hiding all of those Western parasites, Banco? You rightfully deserve what you're getting. So the I come and say we may get uncensored bot games when bot games are open then for mesh bot or PC mods. But at this point, why would I care? Or even people that care. Because I remember someone when I covered the Code Vein 2 fiasco, he was reluctant to say, "Oh, but the area mods are going to fees. You are just exaggerating." Yeah, but I'm not going to pay any of this. If there is some other than these wants to fix this, they can go ahead, but I'm not going to pay money for them. They can go. Banco can go fuck themselves. Well, this post from Polywar is also the same as we were seeing from Blacks HD. So pay attention to the story of Saros, the new Sony exclusive, and yes, this is a Sony exclusive. You have to save your wife from a temporal loop that is just a imaginary result, and at the end you are the villain and your wife abandons you by a black lesbian. Yeah, on point with Western values with Soini. And well, more people pointed out why is that Lex Alexander of the Aphelion game. Christina Tessis, I went down to the Legion Alexander rabbit hole and turns out she brought Fortisti Suitors. I present you real dialogue from when I played Thirsty Suitors. Oh man, let me do in name of the Father. Yes, I'm just blazing myself.
Ugh, why is everyone so obsessed with firsts? The patriarchy? Ugh.
Oh, well, that really left a really strong distaste in my mouth, and even I'm not even playing it. So, not surprising, man. This is this is what we have been covering over the course of the years. And yeah, as we know, this hasn't stopped. But again, these fuckers are going out of business. It's just a natural selection is going to take its course. So you don't need to be actually concerned about all of this because it's again You have the right to choose what you really want to consume. Why you would comply with these fuckers in general? Why? For this? For having a Reddit story of why a guy should always be cucked by his wife, accepted, and even is that it should be better if he's a black lesbian. You know how these fucking brain rotted, mentally ill retards are. Nothing has changed, but well, I have to correct myself there. Something has changed. People are more aware that nowadays, yeah, now we know that you have shown all of this for quite a decade now. You haven't stopped, it's dog shit, I'm tired. I either go and play the old stuff and that's it, or find indies that give me what I want, as long as they don't put DRM, because yeah, if you are putting the Nubo, you deserve to get fucked. Well, anyway, so yes, like even more comments, like even several shots. Soini's new exclusive Saros is the most ready game ever made, Lamau. You play as an Indian, MC cheats on his wife Nidia, he then murders his friend to cover up and gets away with it. His wife finds out about him cheating and leaves anyway. He then dies thousands of times in a delusional quest to Kuranku rescue her and force her forgiveness. The game ends with his wife falling in love with a black lesbian crew member, and she gets told to fuck off and let her be happy. Yeah, Predator meme. And this costs $70. Again, you can do the math of what you really want to consume. Or, yeah, even we know these fuckers only listen to themselves. These Redditors, in general. Or even, it's fucking hilarious when these morons show themselves and they are not aware that the past old content that has been already existing there and hasn't gone away, oh, they get awful bitchy like this one. Cheat post Rocktail. Leon is such a lucky motherfucker, so you see this quote unquote fan with the pronouns in the bio, do you know the same ones that are always going to complain about heterosexuality and sexiness in general? Just found out about this alt outfit, a sexualized adaptation of what she wore when she was a kid? Grab on when I catch you. Oh, Sherry, you look too sexy here. Sadly, yeah, they destroyed you in Resident Evil 8. But look what they did. At least Capcom, when they were just fucking everything up, at least they have at least a little glimpse of awareness. Hey, I should at least attach something that gamers want. You know? Just saying. And I'm on fetishes. Like, this is nothing new, man. This is nothing new. Like the college girl, the adult in the college girl suit. Dude, that's it. That's still present in prawn. For fuck's sakes. That tag hasn't gone away. These fucking morons are just in the Lululand. They they live in their own fantasy and trying to force their fantasy into real life. And we have seen the results of that. So they're awfully stupid. Blindly and awfully stupid. That's it. Thanks for watching and please take care.